Special night here at the DBAP as Coastal Credit Union, our game sponsor tonight. And I bring in Joe Mecca, who is the VP of Communication for Coastal Credit Union. And Joe, wonderful to have you here. How are you?
Patrick, thanks for having me. It's a great night at the ballpark. Beautiful out here.
Wonderful to have you and a lot of your staff members and members of the executive team out here as well. It's a very special night for a special purpose. What did we just see on the field?
Indeed. So we were just out there presenting the 4 winners of the Ballpark Challenge. So four local organizations each got $10,000 to help support improvements on community ballparks.
This one's lifted to short right, over toward the line. Coates on the move, does make the catch. And that's 2 outs here in the 4th inning. And, Joe, I know I've talked about the ballpark project over the last couple of months. For those fans who maybe are unaware about what the whole process has been in settling on these 4 wonderful organizations to help rebuild, what was the process like?
It was really great because a lot of different organizations, whether they're little leagues or schools, were able to submit an essay request, essentially asking for grant money from the Bulls and from Coastal.
2 outs and nobody on. Here's Braxton Lee. And the pitch on the way is swinging and a miss. So how many applied and how thoroughly are they vetted? How hard were the decisions?
The decisions were tough. I know we got several dozen entries. We ultimately picked 4 winners, but it was a close competition. There was a lot of good write-ups. I know the ones we reviewed, a lot of heartfelt stories from the players, from parents, people who have been committed to the organizations for decades. Just talking about the conditions of the fields and what they could do with the money. So.
Line drive slapped into left field and charged to make a shoestring catch is Dalton Kelly. That will retire the side. Joe, can you stick around for another couple of minutes?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, 1-2-3, top of the 4th inning, turning by Bonda. Middle of 4, Durham on top of Syracuse, 4-0. Bulls on top of Syracuse by a 4-0 score as we reach the bottom of the 4th inning. Durham Bulls baseball is brought to you by Coastal Credit Union. And here's their triple play. Spend less, save more, bank better. Bankbetter.org is where you can go. As Bonifacio leads off the 4th inning for Durham. First pitch from Santana. Line out to center. Coming in hard is Lee, and he'll run that ball down. 1 pitch and 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And sitting here with Joe Mecca, who is the VP of Communication for Coastal Credit Union. And, Joe, this is the second year of the big partnership with the Durham Bulls, correct?
Yeah, we are proud to be the official credit union of the Durham Bulls. Like you mentioned, it's our second season sponsoring the Bulls, sponsoring the Ballpark Project as well, being able to put some money in the community.
Lined by Santana. And a first pitch on Rocky Gale is in for a strike. How did the Ballpark Project kind of discussions begin? What was the seed in the ground?
It was part of a larger package. We were coming together with the Bulls and trying to put together, our sponsorship and what our involvement would be. And they said, "Hey, we're going to do this ballpark project. Do you want to, put some of your sponsorship towards that?" We said, "Absolutely. It's a great fit for us, for the community. Helps tell the story of why we're here, helping people live better."
0-2 from Santana. Swung on a looping liner, pulled down the left side. That's a base hit. 2 hops to the wall. Rocky Gale is going to have his second hit. Slams on the brakes, though, halfway to first. Toward a second base and heads back. So it's a couple of singles for Rocky Gale in his home debut as a Bull. And now Dalton Kelly will come up. And I guess, Joe, the follow-up question is, why is the involvement that Coastal does so well in the community all through the Triangle, why is that so important?
Yeah, our mission is to help people bake better to live better, and the living better part of it is being able to enjoy life, being able to do things out in the community. So you see it with our sponsorship with the Bulls, with Coastal Music Park. We've got sponsorship with North Carolina FC and Courage out at Soccer Park. And just being able to be out where people are enjoying life, and helping them to get themselves into a better position to do more of that.
And I've been a Coastal Credit Union member since I moved out of the Triangle. For those, because this is such a transient area with a lot of people moving in, tell them what are the major advantages if you're allowed to become a member of Coastal. Why should they?
Well, the biggest thing, and you said member. We're member-owned. So the people who use us, who do their banking with us, are our owners. That's who we're obligated to make money for. That's why we exist. So we're going to charge lower fees, have better rates, and generally provide better service than your big Wall Street-owned banks.
Swing by Kelly, lifts one to right field. Liriano moving in a few steps. And the catch is made. Kelly retired. 2 outs in the 4th inning with Rocky Gale over at first base. And I know, being a member, I got a surprise gift on Valentine's Day a few months ago. And Coastal is very well known for giving a lot of its proceeds and profits back to its membership and some surprises along the way.
Yeah, so you're mentioning our loyalty bonus. We pay it out on Valentine's Day every year. This year it was $3.4 million. About 66,000 members were able to partake in that. And that's just a smaller part of our larger member give back. We like to quantify how much impact we have for our members. Last year we were able to count $32.5 million that we were able to put back in our members' pockets over the course of the year.
What's the best part of your job?
Telling stories. I tell people I've got the best job in the world, the easiest job in the world. I just surround myself with awesome people and get to talk about their stories all day.
Ball driven to the alley by Wong. It's going to land, and two hop to the bottom of the wall. Gale coming to third. Brady Williams will hold him there, and it's a double to the alley by Wong. Second and third, 2 outs. 2 hits Gale, 2 hits Wong. And the Bulls looking to add on to a 4-0 lead. And for people, again, moving into the area or wanting to find out if they can become members, where can they go to find out the answers to all of those questions?
We always invite them to stop in, any of our local branches, or we direct them to our website, bankbetter.org. They can get all information about the types of products and services that we offer, who we serve, how they can join. You can join online. You can join in any branch. We're actually building a new branch in Durham.
I was about to bring that up. When is that about to go online?
So, that should be open by, October.
Terrific.
It's almost done.
Which will give you how many branches in the area?
That'll be 23.
They low in the batter's box. Takes ball 1 from Santana. 2-out shot here for the Bulls in the 4th inning. Already leading by 4. And Santana backs off of the rubber, and looks like he's either questioning a call or checking on something with the home plate umpire, Jose Navas. Ball 1-0. Santana home on Nate Lowe and turns him around with a fastball inside ball 2. But a friend of mine tweeted at me earlier today about one of the winners of the Ballpark Project, East Wake, with its girls softball team in the softball field, because he was an alum from East Wake. He was thrilled about that. You want to talk a little bit about the winners of the Ballpark Project funding?
Absolutely, and you mentioned East Wake, and I'll call them out. I got to talk to the organizers down here right before we went out on the field. But that's one of the stories that really touched us. They submitted stories from all the players talking about how they had played with the field conditions year over year, kind of deteriorating, and never really had the funds to improve it. They had stories from all the different players that have been with them in the past, players that were playing there currently. And the thing that really stood out is we want a place that we're proud of. We want to be able to host other teams and be proud of our home. And that was one of the reasons we picked them. We thought that was a great one.
Intentional walk now to Nate Lowe at first base open after Santana fell behind. So Lowe put on. The base is now loaded. Daniel Robertson takes a fastball that almost got past Rivera down and away. No action yet in the bullpen. Gale down at third, Wong at second, Lowe at first. And the Bulls already leading Santana and the Mets by 4. And the 1-0 delivery bounces in. Blocked off the chest of Rivera. Ball 2. And Joe, you have a number of other staff members and members of the executive team out here tonight. Who's out here with you?
So our everyone in the community knows Creighton Blackwell. He's our community engagement VP. He's out here. He's out on the field. But members of his team, the community engagement team, who you see out, if you came into the stadium today, they've got the van outside. They're out at all of our events. They work hard. A lot of them are interns. Got to give a shout out to that crew because they do a great job.
Ground ball to shortstop. Unable to be played by Tejada. A run will score. It's 5-0 Bulls. And the bases remain loaded. Robertson put that one right in the shortstop hole. Alcantara, the third baseman, cut to his left, dove but couldn't knock the ball down. And Tejada was really a do-or-die play on the backhand side. And frankly, not sure where he would have gone. Only play probably is at second base on Nate Lowe if he gets to this ball. But deflected off his glove and off his ankle. And so Robertson is on. Bulls now lead 5-0. And it'll be scored as an infield single for Robertson. And now Michael Perez will bat with the bases loaded. Bulls lead 5-0. And Santana's delivery on Perez. Strike one called. I know the Bulls are extremely proud of the partnership with Coastal Credit Union, looking forward to bigger things to come.
Absolutely. I couldn't think of a better organization to be partnered with. Yeah,
One strike pitch. He's high and outside. Takes Rivera out of his crouch.
An exciting spot up here on the edge of my seat. Waiting to see what happens.
I see that. From North Carolina originally?
I'm actually originally from Buffalo, New York.
Okay. Ball to strike on Perez.
I grew up watching Bison's baseball.
Well, they were just here last week.
Yeah.
Foul back by Perez, 1-2. Remember any specific players you went out to watch as a kid?
Oh, man. They came through so fast, it seemed. They were always up and down, up and down.
Ball and 2 strikes on Perez. Bulls leading by 5 now. A run in the first, 3 in the second. One more here in the fourth. And Santana's pitch again bounces several feet in front of home, and Rivera continues to get his workout. 2-2. Rays are now trailing Toronto 4-0 in the fourth inning. Andrew Kittredge open for Tampa Bay. Ryan Yarbrough now on as the long guy. Alcantara about halfway toward the second base bag. Gives Perez about 40 feet down that third base line. Swing and a miss, though, on a slider. Perez strikes out, and the Bulls will settle for 1. Well, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much, Joe Mecca of Coastal Credit Union.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for all you do for the Bulls and the community. We'll happy to see you out here again.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Joe Mecca, Vice President of Communication for Coastal Credit Union, joining us. We'll come back with the top of the fifth. Bonda continues and now has a 5-0 lead through 4.